now we're telling women to put the cart before the horse. The same thing that I tell men to do. I tell men, hey, focus on make sure you're good to go before you ask someone to marry you, so y'all don't struggle, so you can have a good life together, so you can build a world together. We're telling women the same thing, and you're on a clock. As a woman, you're on the clock. Hey guys, we are back. We are Meet Simmons with another episode of Enough Said. How you doing, sweet face?
I'm doing just okay. And the reason I'm doing just okay is because
Wait, you sound like an infomercial.
we need you to like and subscribe. We enjoy doing this content for you. So please like and subscribe. Ding!
Thanks, guys. So today's topic is going to be a little tight. It's going to be a little tight. It's something that I think that needs to be discussed, and it's something that is not, may not go well, but I think that if you sit back and listen, we're going to try to do it as tactfully as possible. But there's a statement that I've seen all across this platform we're on now, and a lot of social media platforms. I've heard it throughout my life as a young man from young ladies, and it's something that is detrimental to you getting on the road to being married, becoming a successful wife, and also just a good relation in a good relationship. And the term is, he can't handle a woman like me.
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard different iterations. I've heard he's intimidated, and I'm this, I'm that. Ladies, that is not working.
And we're labeling ourselves, I'm a boss chick, I'm a whatever.
And for the ladies in our community that share our reflection, our women are the least likely to get married of all races of women. This is not a knock, ladies. This is the truth. This is statistics. You can look it up. 1 out of 4 of you will get married. The least married and the most divorced. These are statistics. You can fight it. You can get mad. You can punch the air. You can get mad all you want to, but these are factual statistics that you can look up. Department of Labor, demographics, census. These are stuff you can look up. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. But that statement right there that I just said, he can't handle me or handle a woman like me, or I need a man that can handle me, that is not helping you get down the road. So the purpose of this video is to help you understand the damage that statement is doing to our women and a lot of women. I heard the statement from women of other races also. What it means to a man, how that sounds when a man hears a woman say that. It's definitely a turnoff, and it certainly is not endearing and make you say, "Ooh, I want to marry that woman because I want to handle her." It's damaging, and it's damaging in your present, and it can be damaging in your future. So, as a woman, and a woman of great accomplishments and beauty and femininity, when you hear another woman say that, what kind of bells go off in your mind when you hear that?
I absolutely think that she's a very insecure woman. I think about insecurities that she's probably not dealing with, and it's like putting Mac on top of it. It's like putting just a cover on it. Just we love to make our faces up and to hide blemishes, and I think that's like a soul blemish when you say something like that. Like, you can't handle a woman like me. Well, maybe your relationships have failed because you're still wounded or hurt from things from your past, from your childhood or whatever. Or maybe you're the person that's actually the aggressor and kind of pushing people away and not dealing with that. So it's easier just to mask that and not deal with those realities and just say, oh, he just can't handle me. I'm too much for him, because if he could handle me, then no, baby, maybe you are just too much. You're doing too much and you're not actually healing, but you're hurting. So that's what I think of insecurity.
Yeah, and I know for some of you ladies, it's tough to hear, but that's the truth. Yeah. And I'm going to give you from a male standpoint. When I hear a woman say something like that, immediately she is off the list. She's off the list for any potential mating or dating. Men will still sleep with you. Men, because men don't discriminate when they come to that kind of stuff. He'll still sleep with you, but he ain't trying to make you into a wife. Or a man of note, a man of character, is not trying to marry a woman that has that kind of mindset. Because of this, I don't want to handle my woman. She's delicate to me. She's precious to me. I don't want to handle her. I don't want to have to because when I handle something, it's handled. Trust me. Because when men think of that, we think of aggression and violence.
It's masculine, right?
Very, very masculine.
You can't handle me. It's like a very masculine statement.
Yes, I do not want to handle my woman. Yeah. I want to be soft with her and gentle with her and love her and let her know that she's safe. I don't want to deal with a barracuda. I don't want to have to come home and fight all day in the work and then fight you at home. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't bring peace to a man's mind when he thinks of a wife or a serious relationship. When a woman says things like that,
Yeah.
You gotta be able to handle me. Handle you? What am I handling? What are you, a rattlesnake? I mean, I don't understand. What is so dangerous about you that I need to be?
Yeah.
I need to be on caution to handle you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the way men think. This is what they're not going to tell you, because men, single men that are looking for a wife, when you say that, you done. You're done. If he's a good man, he's like, okay, well, I might have some fun with her, but that is not the woman that's gonna have my last name, because I don't want to handle you. I don't want to come home to that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that mentality is born out of insecurity, first of all, but it's also born out of the modern day societal standard that if a woman has a degree and she has her own money and she has all this stuff, we are raising women to think and act like men. That is not a good look.
Of course, I have an education, I have a degree, I have those things as well. But why can't you build that simultaneously while being married? Why can't you build that as you're building your future with your spouse? And today we're not telling women that. We're just telling women that, you need to be a boss chick. You need to go out here and make yours. You need to have the bag. You need to have all these things for yourself. And then hopefully later on you'll be able to, if that's even a priority. If that's even a priority for you as a woman. And we're saying that you can just, she can have it all. She can have it all. She can do it all whenever. And it's setting us up for failure. And again, primarily talking to my sisters, we are, if you do look at the stats, we are the least married, and we're initiating divorce more. And so I'm looking at legacy. We have 2 sons. I want my sons to be married to good, solid women. Okay, yes, great. It would be great if they're black women. I'm a black woman. Sure, we're a black family. But it worries me as a woman as I'm looking at future women, and I feel this burden to want to help my young daughters and my young sisters out, because I want us to be whole. I want us to be healed. I want us to be marriage ready, because it's the most beautiful thing is to continue legacy and to have that build up. But how can we continue legacy if we're telling our women, just go out here, do you, boo, have your fun, and if you find somebody on your level, what the heck does that mean?
Well, I think it's a double sword. It's a double-edged sword, because we tell our young ladies to go out, get your degrees, get your career, and that's great. That's fine.
Great,
but
do it,
but
yes.
then we also tell them that they should want traditional men.
And it doesn't make sense.
And you're not a traditional woman.
Right.
You're not a traditional woman. If you're out here and your number one priority is your career and all the things, that's not traditional. Traditional is you want a family and you want kids. And if you have a career, that's great and things like that, but your family comes first. Now we're telling women to put the cart before the horse. The same thing that I tell men to do. I tell men, hey, focus on make sure you're good to go before you ask someone to marry you, so y'all don't struggle, so you can have a good life together, so you can build a world together. We're telling women the same thing, and you're on a clock. As a woman, you're on the clock. Pregnancy after 35. It's
biology.
Yeah, it's not feminism. It's not the hate of women. It's not misogyny.
Biology.
It's the fact that these things are true. It's science. After a certain age, pregnancy becomes very dangerous.
It's called geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah.
And it is very, very dangerous for the mother and very dangerous for the child. There are actual childhood complications that occur during that type of pregnancy. So it is biology. You can punch the air. You punch it right now. I don't care. Punch it. But you literally need to take that up with God. Literally. It is biology. It's not hard.
Yeah. It's not something that we're doing to hold women back. We're actually trying to help you to see that you gotta get yourself together before a man has to. Mm-hmm. Because who was I looking at the other day? I was looking at it was an actor, Samuel L. Jackson. I was looking at Samuel L. Jackson. Mm-hmm. Samuel L. Jackson is a better looking man now than he was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
that's kind of the way it works. Men get their value later on down the road. We have to go out here and fight the wars and slay the dragons to become the men that we are. So women will want us.
Right.
And the type of men that women are always saying that they want are these kind of men, these successful men, these good looking guys
that takes time to develop.
And it takes time. I was watching. I went back and watched The Wire a while ago, And then I was looking at Idris Elba back in the 90s, before he was Idris Elba, and look at him now. Idris Elba's a better looking man now than he was in. He's got the salt and pepper beard. He's got the seasoning in his eyes. You know, Idris Elba's 50 years old. He's got some wisdom in his eyes now, and it's very attractive to women. I find that even now in my 40s that women are far more attracted to me now than they were in my 20s because I didn't know who I was. Yeah. Now I'm very rooted in who I am, and women find that extremely attractive. But in the same breath, there was a woman on the show, The Wire, and she played detective on the show. I saw her a few days ago, and she looks completely different. She's aged. She's an older woman. Even though she's still fairly attractive, she doesn't have the same traction value as say Idris Elba would to a man as Idris Elba would to a 20-something now. Yeah. So it isn't fair, but that's the way life works. We got to play the hand with dealt. So saying a statement like that, ladies, is very detrimental to you getting the type of man that you want. Because the type of man that you want is not going to put up with that mess. If you say you want these men who are making this money and look this certain type of way, he's not going to want a woman that wants to be him.
You know what's funny to me? Women that make statements like that, they typically are saying that they want like an alpha male. But an alpha is going to get the pack in order. Like if you think about it, like in the animal kingdom, like the alpha male is going to get the pack in order. And that the
one that's acting up.
You can't no, you don't even meet the standard. Like you're not even my type. So that's what's so funny to me is that those women always want this very strong and like a man, like my husband, like a manly man. Like, ooh. Can you imagine if I said something like, first of all, we wouldn't be married. I already know it.
Smoke in the city.
I smoke in the city. I know you so well. But if I were to come off, grabbing air, saying some stuff like that to you, how would you respond?
Now, like when we first got married, or when we first were dating.
Well, when we were dating,
you wouldn't be my wife,
right? Yeah.
Okay, how cute you were, and you so fine, so cute, still is. But I gotta cut you loose, sweetie. I gotta cut you loose because I can't. If I'm looking to build something with somebody, I don't want to build somebody who's soon as things don't go their way, or as soon as I don't do something that they like, that they're gonna attack me. I'm gonna become the opposition. I can't have that. I need somebody who's gonna be like, hey, I'm with you to the end. I'm your ride or die. I'm not here to embarrass you or disrespect you. Because this is the thing. I can't have somebody on my squad that's going to disrespect me. It just can't be, especially the person I sleep beside every night. The person has access to my resources, and the person has access to me. You cannot be a person that's going to disrespect me, because disrespect comes in many forms.
It sure does.
And you going around talking crazy is definitely a form of disrespect. And women that say they want these alpha men, we talked about that in our first video. Are you ready to be married, ladies? You want an alpha? Alphas don't play that. We just don't. And I'm not saying I'm an alpha, but I'm a very masculine man. I wouldn't identify myself as what people say alpha, beta. But it's just a term. So don't be like, oh, he thinks he's alpha. Well, ask the men around me. They'll tell you. That's really what it means. When a guy says if a guy self-proclaims he's alpha, but the men around him, if they say he's alpha, he's alpha. And so, ladies, stop this. Stop this. Be the woman that you are. Men want a woman that's friendly and nice and sweet. We don't want to have to whip it out and put it on the table every 5 minutes to show you who's in charge. We don't want to have to do that. We don't have to constantly have to flex and let you know, hey, put you in your place. That's tiring. We do that all day on our jobs. We're constantly fighting for supremacy and priority on our jobs. And we do that in the world, especially if you're men that share my reflection. We have to go out there. We got to get it. I don't want to come home to a woman who I have to every day let her know that I'm the head of this home. I don't want to do that. It's just another battle that I gotta fight to let her know that I'm in charge, and I'm trying to get us down the road together. I don't want to handle you, and I'm not going to handle you. You're going to be at the door. That's the way it's going to be. So all the men that you guys say that you want, and all these big alpha guys and these guys that are go-getters, they are not going to put up with women like that. They will sleep with you. They're not going to put up with you. They're not going to marry you. They're not going to make you they're not going to give you their last name, because that kind of guy is what like in those terms is what you would consider more of a beta male type guy. A beta male is the kind of guy that's going to let you do what you want. He's gonna put you on a pedestal, and he's going to think you're the best thing ever. He's going to let you talk to him any kind of way, treat you, and then that's going to turn you off. Because women respect strength. That's what they do. They don't respect the guy who tells them everything they want to hear and does everything that they want him to do. Just like a man doesn't respect a woman just because she has a degree. This is evolutionary biology. This is the way we've come to date and mate in the current society. You guys know you don't like that guy. You'll friend zone him.
Yeah.
You'll friend zone that dude. I used to be the guy that was in the friend zone. I know. I used to be the guy that girls would run to, like, yeah, he doing this and he doing that. I'd be like, yeah, really? Oh man, all this and that. And then I'd be like, what about us? Well, yeah, you just too nice. You too nice. You know, you're my friend. And so I realized quickly, like, look, this ain't working. I don't like this. It's friend zone crap. No. So when I met her, I was very direct.
Yeah.
Extremely direct. What are we doing? Because I want you. And guess what? I got the best gift a man could ever ask for. I got a wife. Not somebody to compete with. I got a wife.
Mm-hmm.
So ladies, in closing, if you want the man that most women are saying that they want, this alpha guy that's loyal to you and he's not going to cheat on you, he's going to be respectful to you, and he's going to provide a life for you, then you have to be the woman that he wants. And successful men do not want women that they have to compete with. They do not want women that they have to fight for supremacy over. It doesn't bring him peace. So take that phrase out of your vocabulary. Say something like, I would like a man who is a man of standard, who is refined, and just use that kind of statements. And then you be the woman that man needs. Bring him peace. Be nice. Be sweet. You ain't got to have 35 degrees. It's okay if you do. I like a smart woman. I don't want no dumb woman. But that really doesn't rank high on a man's needs scale.
Right. Ladies, embrace your femininity, because that's our strength. I know we're not really being told that anymore, but I am a feminine woman, and that's where I am my most strong, I think, is when I'm embracing all those qualities of being an actual feminine woman. Please and thank you, like and subscribe.
And with that, it's enough said.